I'm going to find out if William Shatner and his daughter really faced one of life's toughest challenges together. At first glance, the headline sounds almost unbelievable. A legendary Hollywood icon and his daughter, both reportedly diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, within a short period of time, somehow finding the strength to support one another through an unimaginable journey. It's the kind of story that instantly captures attention, sparks emotion, and spreads across the internet in a matter of hours. But how much of what people are reading is actually true? And what really happened behind the headlines? William Shatner has spent more than 6 decades in the public eye, best known around the world for portraying Captain James T. Kirk in Star Trek. He became a symbol of courage, adventure, and leadership for generations of fans. His career has stretched far beyond science fiction, including television, film, writing, music, and even a historic journey into space. Through every stage of his remarkable life, Shatner has remained one of the most recognizable faces in entertainment. Because of his fame, nearly every story connected to his name attracts enormous attention. Whether it's a new project, a personal milestone, or an unexpected rumor, millions of people are eager to know the latest developments. In today's digital world, where headlines spread faster than ever before, even a single social media post can quickly become a worldwide talking point. That is exactly what happened when emotional headlines began appearing online claiming that William Shatner and his daughter had battled stage 4 cancer together. Some versions of the story were exaggerated, while others left out important details altogether. As people shared the posts across social media platforms, confusion grew. Many readers assumed they were looking at another celebrity rumor, while others believed every word without questioning the source. The truth, however, is both deeply moving and more nuanced than many of those viral headlines suggested. Publicly available reports show that William Shatner and his daughter Melanie Shatner were each diagnosed with separate stage 4 cancers within about a year of one another. Melanie was diagnosed with stage 4 HER2-positive breast cancer, while William later learned he had stage 4 malignant melanoma that had spread to other parts of his body. Although their diagnoses were different, the emotional impact on their family was enormous. Imagine learning that a close family member is fighting advanced cancer, while trying to cope with your own diagnosis at nearly the same time. For most families, that would feel overwhelming. Yet William and Melanie have described how they leaned on each other throughout treatment, offering encouragement during moments of uncertainty and celebrating every piece of good news together. Cancer is a word that changes lives the moment it is spoken. It brings fear, countless questions, and difficult decisions. Every patient's experience is different, depending on the type of cancer, how far it has progressed, available treatments, and many other factors. Even within the same family, no two cancer journeys are exactly alike. For William and Melanie, the experience became more than a medical challenge. It became a lesson about resilience, hope, and the importance of family support during life's darkest moments. Instead of facing their illnesses alone, they found strength in knowing someone they loved truly understood the emotional weight of the journey. Their story also reminds us why it's so important to look beyond sensational headlines. Social media often compresses complex situations into a few dramatic words, leaving out the context that helps people understand what actually happened. In this case, the reality isn't that William and Melanie had the same disease or followed the same treatment. Rather, they experienced separate cancer battles that unfolded during a similar period, creating an extraordinary bond through shared adversity. As we continue exploring their journey, we'll look at how their diagnoses unfolded, the emotional impact on their family, the treatments they underwent, and the powerful message they hope others take away from their experience. Sometimes the most inspiring stories aren't the ones exaggerated by headlines, they're the real ones, told honestly by the people who lived them. I'm going to find out what happened after William Shatner and his daughter received life-changing diagnoses, and how their family found the strength to move forward when everything seemed uncertain. For Melanie Shatner, life changed in an instant. Like so many people diagnosed with cancer, she never expected that an ordinary day would turn into one of the most difficult moments of her life. After undergoing medical evaluations and additional testing, doctors confirmed she had stage 4 HER2-positive breast cancer. Hearing those words brought fear, uncertainty, and countless questions about what the future might hold. A stage 4 diagnosis is often one of the most frightening things a patient can hear because it means the cancer has spread beyond its original location. However, advances in modern medicine have dramatically improved treatment options for many cancers, allowing some patients to live longer and, in certain cases, achieve remission or become cancer-free after treatment. Every case is unique, and outcomes vary depending on many factors. As Melanie began navigating appointments, scans, treatments, and emotional ups and downs, another devastating challenge emerged. Around a year later, William Shatner learned that he too was facing a serious cancer diagnosis. Doctors diagnosed him with stage 4 malignant melanoma that had spread beyond the skin to other parts of his body. For any family, hearing that one loved one has cancer is heartbreaking. Hearing that both a father and daughter are facing separate stage 4 cancers within such a short period can feel almost unimaginable. Yet instead of allowing fear to divide them, they found themselves becoming each other's greatest source of encouragement. William has spent much of his career portraying characters who remain calm under impossible circumstances, but real life is very different from television. Facing cancer isn't about delivering heroic speeches or solving problems in an hour-long episode. It's about showing up for treatment, trusting medical professionals, managing uncertainty, and continuing to hope even when the road ahead isn't clear. Melanie has shared that having her father's support meant everything during the hardest moments. At the same time, William has spoken about how watching his daughter fight with courage inspired him to remain determined throughout his own treatment. Their relationship evolved beyond that of a father and daughter. They became partners in resilience, reminding each other that they weren't facing their separate battles alone. Throughout months of treatment, there were moments of anxiety, setbacks, and emotional exhaustion. Cancer affects far more than the body. It challenges mental health, relationships, daily routines, and even a person's outlook on life. Yet many patients say the encouragement of loved ones becomes one of the most powerful forms of medicine, helping them endure difficult days when physical strength alone isn't enough. Despite the seriousness of their diagnoses, both William and Melanie continued following their treatment plans, relying on their healthcare teams, and refusing to lose hope. Every positive scan, every encouraging doctor's appointment, and every completed round of treatment became another milestone worth celebrating. Their story reminds us that while cancer is an intensely personal journey, no one should have to face it in isolation. The support of family, friends, caregivers, and medical professionals can make an enormous difference, providing comfort during moments when uncertainty feels overwhelming. As their treatments continued, both father and daughter began receiving encouraging news that neither could have imagined at the beginning of their journeys. In the next part, we'll explore the remarkable progress they made, the lessons they learned through adversity, and why their story has inspired so many people around the world. As the months passed, William Shatner and Melanie continued moving forward one step at a time. Cancer treatment is rarely a straight path. There are good days filled with hope and difficult days marked by uncertainty. For both of them, the journey became a reminder that progress often comes through patience, determination, and the willingness to keep fighting even when the future feels unclear. Each medical appointment carried a mix of emotions. Routine scans, blood tests, and conversations with doctors became part of everyday life. Waiting for results can be one of the hardest parts of any cancer journey, because every phone call or appointment has the potential to change everything. During those moments, William and Melanie relied on each other for encouragement, knowing they both understood the emotional weight that came with living one day at a time. Although they were battling different forms of stage 4 cancer, their experiences shared many similarities. There were moments of hope after positive test results, and moments of fear whenever new questions arose. Like countless families facing serious illnesses, they learned that emotional resilience is built through small victories, rather than dramatic breakthroughs. William has often spoken about appreciating every stage of life, and his experience with cancer reinforced that perspective. Rather than focusing only on uncertainty, he chose to treasure time with family, friends, and the people who had supported him throughout his remarkable career. The diagnosis became another reminder that life should never be taken for granted. For Melanie, the experience transformed her outlook as well. She has described how cancer changed her priorities, encouraging her to focus less on everyday worries and more on the people and moments that truly matter. Difficult experiences often reshape the way people see the world, and for her, the journey became an opportunity to discover strength she never knew she possessed. As treatment progressed, encouraging news finally began to arrive. Doctors informed both William and Melanie that their treatments were working. While every patient's situation is unique, hearing positive updates after months of uncertainty brought renewed optimism to the entire family. Each successful milestone represented another reason to keep believing that better days were ahead. Eventually, both father and daughter publicly shared that they were cancer-free following treatment. Their announcement was met with relief from fans around the world who had followed their story. It also served as a reminder that advances in medical science continue to improve outcomes for many patients, although every cancer journey remains different, and no result can ever be guaranteed. Their experience quickly became more than a personal story. It inspired conversations about early detection, modern treatment options, emotional support, and the importance of maintaining hope during difficult times. Many people facing their own health challenges found encouragement in seeing a father and daughter support one another through separate battles while refusing to lose faith. Perhaps the greatest lesson from their journey is that courage doesn't mean never feeling afraid. Courage means continuing to move forward despite fear, trusting your medical team, leaning on loved ones, and believing that each new day brings another opportunity for healing. We'll explore how William and Melanie are using their experience to encourage others, the message they hope families will remember, and why their story continues to resonate with people around the world. As William Shatner and Melanie looked back on everything they had endured, they realized their journey had changed them in ways they never expected. The months of uncertainty, hospital visits, treatments, and emotional highs and lows had given them a new appreciation for life. While neither of them would have chosen such a difficult path, they emerged with a deeper understanding of resilience, gratitude, and the importance of never taking a single day for granted. One of the biggest lessons they have shared is the value of hope. A serious diagnosis can make the future seem uncertain, but they learned that hope does not mean ignoring reality. Instead, it means trusting the expertise of medical professionals, following treatment plans, and believing that every step forward matters. Even on difficult days, they focused on the progress they had made rather than the obstacles still ahead. Their experience also highlighted the incredible role that family plays during times of crisis. William and Melanie often drew strength from each other, knowing they were not facing their challenges alone. Whether it was a reassuring conversation, a quiet moment together, or simply being present during difficult times, those acts of support became powerful reminders that no one should have to face cancer in isolation. As news of their recovery became public, many fans around the world expressed admiration for their determination. Messages of encouragement poured in from people who had faced cancer themselves, or watched loved ones go through similar experiences. Their story resonated because it reflected emotions that countless families understand: fear, uncertainty, hope, and the joy of hearing positive news after months of treatment. Their journey also sparked important conversations about cancer awareness. While every diagnosis is different, medical experts consistently emphasize the importance of paying attention to unusual symptoms, attending recommended health screenings, and seeking medical advice promptly when something doesn't feel right. Early evaluation cannot prevent every cancer, but it can improve treatment options for many conditions. Another lesson from their story is the importance of accurate information. In today's digital age, dramatic headlines can spread within minutes, often leaving out important context. That's why it's essential to rely on trusted sources rather than social media rumors when reading about serious health issues. Taking a few moments to verify information can help prevent misinformation from spreading and reduce unnecessary fear or confusion. William and Melanie's experience reminds us that resilience is not about pretending life is easy. It's about continuing to move forward, accepting support from others, and finding reasons to remain hopeful even during life's most difficult moments. Their willingness to speak publicly about their experience has encouraged many people to have open conversations about health, family, and the importance of supporting those facing serious illnesses. We'll reflect on the lasting impact of their remarkable journey, the message they hope others will take away, and why their story continues to inspire people around the world. As we come to the end of this remarkable story, one message stands above all the rest. William Shatner and his daughter Melanie faced separate stage 4 cancer diagnoses during one of the most challenging periods of their lives, yet they refused to let those diagnoses define their future. Instead, they relied on medical care, family support, and determination to face each day with courage. Their journey reminds us that cancer affects millions of families around the world, regardless of age, background, or profession. Behind every diagnosis is a person with hopes, fears, and loved ones who stand beside them through every appointment, every treatment, and every moment of uncertainty. While every patient's experience is unique, stories like theirs demonstrate the incredible strength that can come from facing adversity together. One of the most inspiring aspects of their experience is that they continued encouraging each other even while fighting their own separate battles. Rather than allowing fear to overwhelm them, they focused on celebrating every milestone, no matter how small. A positive scan, encouraging test results, or simply completing another round of treatment became reasons to remain hopeful. Those moments served as reminders that progress is often made one step at a time. Their recovery also highlights the importance of modern medical advances. Cancer treatment has changed dramatically over the years, with new therapies, improved technology, and ongoing research offering hope to many patients. Although no treatment can guarantee the same outcome for everyone, continued progress in medicine has transformed the outlook for many forms of cancer, giving patients and families more reasons to remain optimistic than ever before. Another powerful lesson from their story is the importance of staying informed. In today's digital world, emotional headlines often spread faster than verified facts. Before sharing health-related stories online, it's always worth taking a moment to confirm the information through reliable sources. Doing so helps prevent misinformation and ensures that people receive accurate information about serious medical issues. William and Melanie have shown that even during life's darkest moments, compassion, resilience, and hope can make an extraordinary difference. Their willingness to speak publicly about their experience has inspired countless people to value family, appreciate every day, and encourage loved ones who may be facing difficult health challenges of their own. If there is one lasting takeaway from their journey, it is that no one should have to face cancer alone. The support of family, friends, caregivers, and dedicated healthcare professionals can provide strength when it is needed most. Even the smallest act of kindness or encouragement can have a meaningful impact on someone going through a difficult time. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this story inspiring or informative, consider sharing it with others who may appreciate hearing about courage, resilience, and the importance of supporting one another through life's greatest challenges. Leave a comment below with your thoughts, and let us know which inspiring story you'd like us to explore next. Until then, take care of yourselves, support those around you, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for the watching and subscribe.